I have the incredible privilege of sitting down with Jamal Igle. You're definitely familiar with his work if you've ever read a comic, but my favorite is Molly Danger, which is his own creator-based book, and we're just gonna talk about everything about comics and his life experience, and I'm really excited. Who or what was it that inspired you to start working in comics?
Well, when I was 5, my grandfather took me to see Superman the movie, which I just outed myself exactly how old I am. We walk in and there's that scene where Clark Kent hears a hypersonic signal from Lex Luthor and he dives out the Daily Planet window and he transforms into Superman and flies off over Metropolis. I grabbed my grandfather's arm, I was like, I want to do that. And I wasn't sure what that was, but I knew I wanted to do it. So that was sort of like the genesis of my love of superheroes in particular, but you know, comic books almost secondary for a while. And it wasn't until I got to high school. I went to the High School of Art and Design here in New York, and that's when it sort of clicked to me that you could make a living doing comics, creating comics.
Yeah. Your creator-owned book, Molly Danger, which I love, is an all-ages comic. It took you a long time to get it published, but why did you believe in Molly, as you like to say?
Molly, in a lot of ways, is a reaction to the types of comics that I had been working on and was seeing from the industry, and I wanted to tell a story about a positive female role model, a young girl who had her own sense of agency and was powerful and just genuinely good. I think there is this need by a lot of creators to saddle characters with emotional baggage. And I think you can, like, we all have baggage that we have to deal with as people, but it's how you work through that, how you work through, you know, those adversities that determine who you are as a person. You can either let it weigh you down or you can rise above it. And that's ultimately what Molly's story is about.
You said publicly not too long ago that at conventions you were going to focus on only selling books and merchandise related to Molly Danger.
Right.
And not anything related to your DC or Marvel work. It was a pretty bold statement since it could cost you some money.
Right.
Why did you feel the need to do that?
It doesn't help Molly for me to have a bunch of prints of Marvel and DC characters. Yeah. It's more important to me at this stage of my career. You know, I've been working in comics for 27 years. It's more important for me at this stage of my career to promote myself and my properties and my ideas over anything else. You know, because, you know, I've had a lot of success over the years. I've worked on some big projects, but in the end, they don't belong to me. You know, I am a shepherd.
In your like worst teenage day,
oh,
if you could like go back now and say, guess what? This is what happens to our life.
I would have called myself a liar, first of all.
You'd be like, that's not me. And what are you talking about?
No, you're gonna be, oh wait, you're gonna be in front of on a stage in front of 750 people talking about your artwork? No, BS.
The people are going to pay to come and see you.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're going to pay for all of your work because they want it. I mean, that's the dream. And I know you said that you went to the art high school, which is great. Mm-hmm. I mean, do you have any advice for those kids to like keep it chugging? Because I know that there are hard days.
It's hard. The advice that I usually give is just, you know, you got to be patient. You know, and I think that's true for anything that is the road less traveled as a creator, whether you're an actor or a dancer or a writer or an artist. You know, it's going to be hard. Yeah. You know, when you're young, you want to burst into the world fully formed, and that's the most difficult thing because, you know, especially when you're a kid, like you want everything right now, and you forget, you know, that it's a journey.
Thank you so much, Jamal, for being here. This is like
pleasure.
a blast. I had such a good time, and also like I can't wait to see all the stuff that you said you're working on. It's gonna be great.
Thank you for having me.